Hi there, Deb here, day 94 I'm guessing, since I think yesterday was day 93. Happy Veterans Day to all the U.S. veterans. I posted some pictures of me and my vet days. Granted, I was a peace war veteran, not a wartime veteran. However, I'm very proud of the time that I spent serving in the United States military. So, I had a very good day today. It is Veterans Day and a holiday for a lot of people. However, I worked, and I knew that I had clients in today that were prepaid, because I offer special programs. If you sign up for a year's worth of services, then you can pay up front for the year, and then every time you come in, you don't have to pay anything. So I had one of those today and a no-show today. So, you know, by noon I was sitting there going, I'm not making any money. So I said, okay, I just need to think it's a happy and prosperous day, happy and prosperous day, happy. So I kept having this little mantra going through my brain as I was working on my client who was a prepaid back from April of last year. And when I was done with her, I got a call for brow, which made up for half of my no-show. And then when I was done with my brow, I got a call for a facial and a back wax, which more than made up for my no-show. And then I had a client who called for 5 o'clock, which meant I had a 2-hour break and had to come in for just a brow, which is not a good thing because that's like 10 minutes. So, but I went ahead and I said okay, because I'd already said it was a happy and prosperous day, so I needed to make sure I didn't say no to any of my prosperity. And while I was waiting for my brow to show up, a full leg bikini underarm called. So all in all, my mildly good Monday, which I was only booked from 10 until 1, ended up being booked from 10 until 7. So I manifested some more clients for the day, because it's so far on the books, it's a really slow week at work, which is always kind of a scary thing, but I know that I'm a millionaire and money comes easily and often, and so I really don't need to worry about that. So I had some muscle spasms in my shoulder, and I thought, you know what, I really want a rum and coke. And I don't know how much y'all know about Texas, but we're in the Bible Belt. And when I was growing up in my hometown, the blue laws were in effect, which not only did it mean we were a dry county and you couldn't buy alcohol, but it also meant that if you wanted a spatula on a Sunday, you couldn't get one because it wasn't a necessity of life. So I grew up with a lot of limitations as to what you could purchase on certain days of the week based on religion. The blue laws were finally taken out of effect somewhere in the 80s. Yeah, I know, it sounds like archaic ideas, but it did take that long. And the town I currently live in finally decided, I think it was 2 years ago, to allow beer and wine sales. However, if you had a membership to a club, you could actually go get a drink. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up, but you can't buy liquor in the area that I live in. You'd have to go 20 miles in any direction to get it, pretty much. Well, it's probably not that bad, but far enough that I'm not going to go buy a bottle of liquor. But I really wanted a rum and coke, so I decided to take myself out to my local sports bar that I have frequented for the last 6 years and have a rum and coke. And you know what? My muscles in my neck do not bother me anymore. And it was so cute because I'm in my late 40s, and these adorable little 20-year-olds were just doing their number on me. So not only did I get a rum and coke, I got a little flattery to boot. So how fun is that? And I asked the bartender, I said, so what kind of Veterans Day specials do you have? And he said, are you a vet? And I said, yes, sir, I am. And so he gave me a discount. So that was kind of cool. So all in all, it was a happy and prosperous day, just as I intended it to be, even though in the beginning it did not look that way. So that's all I have to say on day 94, counting down, and yes, we are counting down to that 100 days, 5 more days to go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.